Again, if he's riding it,
Come here.
All right. Well, I see you this year with a bear.
And I turned on monetization. I know you guys don't like that shit, but man's got to make some money. I know, Mystic Lotus. Hey. Did you change your username because it looks exactly like it did like yesterday? All right. It's a kitty. I've got a freaking vacuum. Oh, but the kitty. Mousers.
My role here is coordinating the search effort. It's actually my major critical incidents since I started. This all started out.
What is your deal? Stop yelling at me!
So you made
That was my fault. He's so sad. Cry me, river wolf. Oh God! I now Oliver is howling. Hey, honey, what's the one thing you didn't want Oliver to do? That was so funny. What you want? Wow! Oh my fucking God!
It's your fault now.
Shut the fuck up! I don't think yelling actually helped. I think he's just waiting for the next opportunity. Oh my God, it's so cold. Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh my goodness. All right, ladies and germs, we are gearing up to clean the floor off, at least in this space, so that I can do, oh my God, 22 people. How are you guys doing? Are you new here? Are you new here? Welcome. Do I like pancakes? I like waffles better. What can I say?
Can you do me a favor?
Absolutely fucking not.
Okay.
What?
Is he looking for his...
Down there. No. You better not be.
Well, no, I'm just saying if he is, can you put him up where the food is? Would you put him up there? No.
Yeah. All right, come on. Whee! All right. Well, we had 20-some people on in here. I don't know why saying I don't necessarily like pancakes scared away so many people, but I like French toast with brown sugar and butter. French toast. That's the good shit.
Blueberry pancakes.
Well, now it's down to 4 people with 2 likes. It was at 22. At least that's what I saw. Alright. Woo! Okay. Do a little bit of spatial cleaning. House tour? I don't even know you, sir. Besides, that is a bit of a mess. Actually, the living room's looking pretty freaking fantastic. Right now, I'm cleaning up a Build-A-Bear massacre because despite how much I bitch and moan about it, we continue to buy the dogs stuffed animals.
You bought the big one.
Hey, and I told you that you needed to clean it up when they destroyed it. That was my stipulation for buying it. Now I'm cleaning up the Build-A-Bear massacre again.
I mean a river.
I just might, and we don't own a canoe.
Sucks for you.
Hey, Mimi. So right now we have the Mystic Lotus pancake, Chim, and Mimi. Let's see here. We have a pellet gun that is just laying on the ground. This is a break barrel pellet gun. I could have swore. That is weird. That is break barrel, right? Yeah, that's a break barrel. But I remember the stock breaking on it when I was a kid. Ain't no break on the stock. Weird.
Really?
What?
That's what.
Wolf, I am doing something right now. Knock it off, kid.
I don't think you can get on top of Littleby's cage. Yeah.
Oh, you probably could. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Yeah. He's like, now that you've had your fun, fucking feed me. Alf!
You do not need that food.
Oh my fucking god.
Keep close to the height.
What?
Never mind. I think.
Oh. You know, you want the food, but at the same time, you move the bowl away from the entrance. You are the dumbest smart dog on the planet. Make me have to work for it. Bastard.
This is a special supplement. 2 young brothers out doing their love together fishing, and one of them the other one didn't. Tried to make sure these circles.
These kids, I swear. Oliver, no. Hell no. The first thing that you're gonna do when I start going on the live is go to the door. As my friend would say, ain't no motherfucking. What?
He was sniffing your hair.
Why? Meow. Meow. What's the matter? You need to go to the bathroom.
I
Oh,
forgot we still need to patch that phone.
oh, your baby. Your baby. Hmm.
I'm going to tell them what we found out today.
Yes. What was that? 4 weeks old? What?
He's just about, he'll be 7 weeks old this weekend.
Oh, he will be 7 weeks old this weekend.
We got told he was already 8 today.
He is not like 3 pounds. He is 1 pound and 7 ounces. So him's is just a little guy. Yeah. Oh. Should I take him into the bathroom to use the restroom? All right.
Like I said, make sure he can see you in the hallway before you leave the hallway.
A diver's not gonna be able to see anything unless it's, a foot part of its face where this sonar can reach out 60 feet on either side of the boat, and we can cover a huge area. It's a lot of sitting weight right now. We're doing all that we can. We've got as much equipment and personnel in the water that we can get in there. Now we're just kind of waiting. It's kind of a tough spot to be in right now.
I don't know. Better? Yeah. So we've been working a couple hours snorkeling. It's going well. We're covering a lot of ground. It is tiring for the officer.
It's a fast current. So we're kind of at the mercy of the current, and there's not much we can do as far as where we want to be or cover.
One more guy.
I still want to call him Munchkin.
We don't know where this guy is.
They keep trying to call him that.
We checked, but he could be a couple miles downstream. So we're just gonna play process elimination and just keep plugging down the river and checking every spot that we can do safely as we move down. How's that feel?
All right, here he comes.
Yeah, I saw you kind of looking at it.
All right.
Probably gonna scoop that hole one way or another. I don't think that's too deep to get.
Did he go?
Yeah, he went pee.
We're getting into actually.
Now he's going under your table again. We really need to clean out under there, honey. So worried about the dog going to the potty under there.
Right, Mimi?
What?
What?
What are you saying right to?
My opinion on something.
God.
I call you Peg.
We're doing what we call kind of an arc search. We're gonna be on a line, and one guy will go out and make an arc. We give him another 10 or 15 feet of line.
There's nothing sacred in this house.
What do you mean?
Everything is covered in dog fur.
Makes sense that we're not missing things. So, go get your rope.
Go, carry on. Someday you are feeling forlorn. You can cry upon a shoulder. Oh my
You see
God.
the comments? What?
Did you fart?
No.
Oh God.
So they're really not gonna be able to see too much in that area of the river. But they were able to cover a lot of the shallower.
Blends in with your beard.
They were able to cover with a side scan sonar.
Oh my God.
Divers.
Just wanted to check with you to see how you're making out.
The fuck we did. Oh wait, that does not help. No, we did not. There's some traumatized group of homeless people that swear up and down you need to go seek help. Alf. He keeps calling us critter. He keeps calling us critter and then it insists. Duchess, could you freaking not get water everywhere?
No. Raccoon caught on camera sitting in driver's seat
With the
glass
meth pipe.
pipe. What?
With the meth pipe.
You already saw it.
Yes, I already saw it. Well, how's that song go? Living in America. We had raccoons with meth pipes. How do you know? How do you know that drugs are just a little bit too cheap here in the United States? Even the raccoons have it. The little fuzzy bastards have the meth. Living in America.
So he's either having a problem or he may, suspect he might find a body.
Is he still out over there?
No.
through the water right now.
Wolf, you yelled at me to give you food. Why the fuck haven't you eaten?
So, you don't-
Oh, the new, remember we were gonna get the new water and food dish for the bedroom?
Yeah.
They'll be here tomorrow.
Bill's definitely got.
No, I did not. The fuck we do. That does not happen. That's really creative though. Stop saying that shit in a live stream that's so close to Portland, Oregon. Are you shitting me? Oh, the fucking goddamn cat just tried fucking knocked over all of its food. Your idea.
You thought it was a great one.
You came up with it, ran right up the side of the cat tree, and then reached up and tried grabbing onto the bowl of cat food to support itself as it pulled itself up. Freaking Pumpkin spilled all his fucking food out here. They might be cheap, but they ain't easy to find. Alright.
Munchkin.
Don't give him praise. Where the fuck? That is not a toy!
What was it this time?
Cord. You little shit. Looks like he's got a halo. Oh.
Days like today definitely makes me proud of you, conservation officer, state of New Hampshire.
You're so cute.
This is a tough.
That's my
Someone has to do, and more times.
that's my Bluetooth. Not a.
Oh, did you have that same issue last night? With him?
Please.
Oh, chewing on my nipple? No, not that I know of. It's not as itchy. Fucking weird fucking animal. Okay. By the way, we found out that he was taken from his mother too soon, which is why he's got a very serious fascination with my man nips. Okay? I'm fucking trying to sleep and all of a sudden I feel something latch on! What the fuck?
Is he, where'd he go? Is he back playing with the cords?
Fucking Alf. Where the fuck did I put that thing?
Is he back playing with the cords?
He's back by the cords, but I wouldn't say he's playing with them. Alright, I am gonna need you to keep watch of the animals while I fucking vacuum.
What should we do about Pumpkin?
That's why you need to be watching the animals.
I mean it. Thank you, Oliver. Wondering if I should just hold him?
Maybe.
You guys talking to you about trespassing. If you weren't there, then.
Come on.
Oh, ow.
Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Alright, guys.
Lieutenant Bill Boudreaux and Conservation Officer Eric Hannock meet with Hinsdale Police to
What's
prepare
wrong?
Trying to get this thing to work. That's what's wrong.
We're getting a lot of complaints on the island between.
Get.
The area has been known for homeless in the area for quite a while. This section of the river used to be a big spot. The westerly side, north of the village, on the Brattleboro side, was an area that was always a hobo area. But
I really don't want to have to get onto the ground right now. So this thing is being a pain in the ass.
One of the reasons I have fishing game here as well, it is state property. This is definitely something different for fishing game to get involved with. It's a place that people should be able to.
What is your problem?
For fuck's sake. It's being trashed, there's a lot of drugs and drinking that are going on down there, and it's really being destroyed.
We tried to clear them out last year, it worked a little bit.
There's a bunch of like clothing and like.
Pumpkin.
People are living in there. Last time I went down there, we recovered 300 used bundles of heroin and a bunch of wheels. So
Oh, no.
walking around. I want to go in two-person teams, six and four of you on the section to the east. On the tent side. Fishing and there's spot, if you can take the tenters there.
Why?
Only a tent to put people in jail because they're homeless and they're looking for a place to stay.
Okay.
But everybody we have come in contact, I want to run, if they don't have any warrants and any warrants.
Okay.
Take the rest and we'll go back and deal with that. Hopefully we can just encourage them not to do that. We are gonna identify them.
Please tell me he's not over here.
He's right there, over next to the couch. All right.
Get down there and
See, that wasn't too bad, baby.
Where is he?
Hey, oh.
Oh wow, he handled that really well. Okay. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
there are a couple officers wants to go down, they deal with it by themselves, so that's why we're going with a number of people. What's that right there?
How old am I, or how old is Alf?
Today is my birthday, I'm 48, which
If I can get out of the way. All right, hold on.
time's gone by, and I've been in Oregon in this Pittsburgh area where this is my night.
Alf is 83. Jesus.
Celebrations of birthday, so this birthday is like no other extended celebration. So today we're putting in.
Chasing tornadoes at 83.
Some of them, the ones we're putting in today, are 4-year-old.
How do you want to go out?
Like 3 pounds, and some of them are up to.
Like butterflies in the sky. I want to fly so high.
About 15 inches long or so. Really nice looking fish. So the anglers will be very.
Duchess. Why are you eating the dog food that's just laying around and not the stuff that's in here?
I'll throw my rubber pants on. Are they separated by tank?
What is this? Huh? What is this? These my puppies? What is this? What? What are you doing? What are you doing?
That comes from quality feed that the hatchery personnel live fish, so anglers get.
All right, kids, get out of here. I don't want you playing in here.
They have to be 12 inches deep in this stretch, so these fish certainly make that. There's some real beauties in the end. The further upstream you are, the further they've got to spread out downstream.
Go on.
I like to spread my fish out. I don't like
Go
to
on.
anglers fish this whole stretch. That's why
Just let him leave. Hey. Duchess, go. No. Get. Waiting for an opening. Oh. Don't worry, that's not the catch. Alright, so for our... Never regretted throwing something so much in my life. Ha! So for our exercise here, V-ups with a twist. We're trying to strengthen the core primarily for that video game. So, come up. 2, 1, 2.
How many in there, two?
1, 2. 1, 2.
Wow, that lost it.
1, 2.
Wow. You got ideas?
Get out of here!
Okay, how about you? You alright. You guys got stolen? Okay. Why don't you come on out?
1, 2.
You want?
1, 2.
Education. We're gonna run everybody we come across. We're just gonna tell them that they cannot be there, they can't go there. Tell them that they pass that along. Tell the people that they may know they can't there.
Oh, monsters. Probably should have twisted a little bit more.
These people unfortunately camp out rather than go to a homeless shelter.
Brain toot, it's a lady. Oh God. All right.
Come on out. They haven't been spoken to yet, so I don't think
Now. All right. Tank for the Theraphos hypothesis. Those names are cute. We have Mikey and Ralphie. Do they fight each other at all, or are the males good to be in the same proximity? All right. And yes, Alf, she timed you out, but you were testing some boundaries. What? Oh, Hims is sleeping. So this is the Theraphosa apophysis cage.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All of a sudden you popped up.
And this is the tarantula herself. Yes, it is in fact a confirmed female. We thought she was because we had one of her molts, checked it, thought it had a ventral pouch. We got another one, tested it, had a ventral pouch, so double verified to be female, which means that this tarantula is going to be with us for a long while. Female
Not the only one, Lotus. That's how I read it.
Female tarantulas can live upwards of 20 years, while the males typically hang around for about 5 or 6, give or take. It's really kind of sad if you think about it. That's why a lot of people prefer to have the females. There's also the money factor that comes with having the females. You can breed your females and depending on the species, make quite a bit of money. Especially with Theraphosas. Theraphosa apophysis are incredibly expensive because they are one of those tarantulas that is relatively sought after. They are related to the Theraphosa blondie, which is the Goliath bird-eating tarantula, and the Theraphosa burgundy, which are another variation that closely represents the blondie. I did not know that I do this. Must be in my sleep. You know, I used to be an avid sleepwalker back in the day. I used to be terrible with the sleepwalking. I have not done merchandising out of YouTube, but I should. I wonder if we could... You little shit! Go get it! You fucking... Oh my god. Whew. What do you want? You want more attention, huh? Too bad. You're spoiled. Rotten. Get out. You're spoiled. Rotten. Get out. Now, when it comes to care for a Theraphosa apophysis, a few things you need to pay attention to. The humidity. You don't want the humidity getting too low. However, with higher humidity comes the risk of mold. You don't want the mold growing in there because the mold can go and block the book lungs of your tarantula. Tarantulas have 2 sets of book lungs, which is why they can grow to the sizes that they do. They take in more oxygen than your standard, well, true spider species, like your false widows, your false tarantulas, your orb weaver spiders, what have you. Those all fall into the category of true spiders. Tarantulas, though arachnids, are not true spiders. Oh, Alf, no. Somebody please go and free those homeless people. Alf has got them in his basement, I swear to God.
So is it more likely than not that she didn't pay the default fee?
Yeah. The fuck we are? You live out in the Midwest, sir? Neighbors? Duchess, you literally have loads of food. Oliver, get away from the door. We don't have an attic, Alf. We don't have an attic. What house are you in that has an attic? Because it's not mine, sir. My God, man. You kidnap homeless people and you live in people's attics in the Midwest. I thought you'd be liable to get shot doing that shit. All right, so this cage is not as exciting. This is our green bottle blue cage right here. She is a semi arboreal, semi-terrestrial tarantula. She might be up there, I don't know. Her cage is so webbed up. You can see where she goes and webs up the sides and where she's put webbing down on the floor. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my fucking God. Now who the fuck is feeding Alf? Alf, you're not supposed to take food from strangers. There is so much concern here for not just Alf's safety, but the safety of the hordes of homeless that he has down in some basement somewhere. Oh, come on. That's it. First of all, the camera in there doesn't even fucking work right now. So, yeah, well, ship's probably sailed on that one. You in Critter's attic and his walls. You know he's hanging into the walls around the bathroom just to hear me cry the day after Thai food. Because, you know, that is something that screams Alf. Bet you there's a whole fucking FBI file labeled Critter Cult that is primarily just loads of these conversations. And the FBI official who's on the case, probably talking to 6 shrinks. All of them consistently having to hear about Alf and his shenanigans. Oh, this poor homeless. Good Lord. If you were to see Alf's search history, you'd probably want to gouge your eyes out. You'd probably want to bleach your brain. I know. No.
You know, baby, I got used to that.
Child, where the fuck are you? That's what you want to hear when we're talking about a Vietnamese centipede. Yeah, guys. All right, we're gonna aim this straight up. Son of a bitch. Oh, I don't fucking see her. What I do see is an excuse to clean out her cage again, because there's a little bit of mold starting to crop up in there. So I guess we all know what we're doing this weekend. Yay, guys. Nothing screams take me to the hospital like a bite from a Vietnamese centipede. Last time we cleaned out her cage, we did not take her out of the cage.
Conservation Officer Richard Krause responds to a call about
Honestly, I think inventing a neuralizer. No, seriously. Oh, when did you say you were traumatized? Okay, we'll take it back to that. Weed does not repress memories, sir. If weed repressed memories, then I would not remember a thing. Because there was a time back in my life I got. It's a fucking fantastic time. But those days are over now. I am a sociable man with a very, very mundane life where we take care of venomous animals in front of a live, not quite studio audience. You don't smoke enough. You don't understand, officer. He said he still remembered. I had to pass him the bong again. And again. And again. It wasn't until he stopped enunciating his words that I realized I might have taken it too far. I want to be a studio audience. Maybe someday we will get to the point where we have some sort of live studio audience. But we got to get more subscribers, and I've got to remember to start monetizing the live streams so that I can keep raking in that dough, making money, so I can put on a show that might be funny. Hey, Nelson Silva. Put this guy here. Now, we just took a look at 3 of our tarantulas, so I suppose we should. I'm not hopping on Pop if that's the case. Oh my god. And yet, you're still not high enough to forget.
How's it going, guys? Catch up? Yeah.
Okay. You have the water over there?
You guys got a license over there? Should be pretty good over here. Can help down there.
What?
What are you doing?
Fine then, I will.
Full life jackets on there.
Honey, you gotta pee.
No, I don't.
Well, then you better go.
Get someone some trouble out there too.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
Oh, yeah. When I first started over here,
Mommy will be right back.
Oh.
Get two, is there some more in there?
Oh, baby. Oh. Okay.
Not having enough life jackets is a serious offense. It's a violation nothing, but it's pretty serious, so it's a safety concern, being on a dive team, we don't go to drives where people have.
While we're waiting.
Definitely make sure people have them on board, because it is a safety concern and it's required by law.
Try to get him to fall back asleep. You're okay.
I'll make you a deal, you drop these off at the Double Barrel store, and you're done with them.
You're okay.
And the camera guys are helping out too, because they have an next one for you. Alright,
Come here.
I wanna send all back to Nashville where we're at, so. Yeah, just tell me to drop them off there for me, yep. I'll get them, alright? Alright, thanks guys. Alright, take it easy, definitely, good luck. They had all their fishing licenses, the boat was registered, everything else was in order except for.
And he's asleep.
Jackets. I happen to have 2 life jackets in the truck, so I decided to cut them a break today. I'm gonna lighten up the warning, so obviously if it happens again in the future, I won't be so nice next time. But it seemed like a nice family. Just drove all the way.
I wish I could sleep that fast.
And didn't want to see them pack up and go home. Try to help.
I can't. I don't understand how he can stand having my warm skin against him.
So I'm thinking, you know what? If my kid's 20 years old,
He is so out.
carrying on with their fishing, that's pretty good.
He's just unconscious.
In Claremont, New Hampshire, Conservation Officer Kevin Robson is en route to an ATV detail.
We're gonna meet up with one of my local police departments, Claremont, and we're
Goodbye.
gonna ride 4-wheelers in some problem spots. The area that we're gonna be working today, the
Honey?
city of Claremont and myself both.
You want to sleep in, kitty?
Complaints of speed, so we wanna make trail systems
Okay.
a safe place for families to go ride, young kids to go ride with their parents.
Oh, baby. What was that?
My phone.
All right, I'll grab it. And now I've got to get back and do some exercises. What have you been watching?
You?
Oh God, Alf on a tornado hunt with shrooms. Lordy. Somebody better call the po-po. It's gonna be a show for sure.
Whoa.
What?
You see it?
Holy cow. What should I do with this money? I know what I'm gonna do with that money. I'm gonna spend that shit on this shit. On the pets. And if I wind up having another $100 next time,
Hey, we'll have that money though. Right before there.
it might have to go to the dogs.
I don't think that's much will.
Duchess, I'm warning you, get out of here.
It's also the day after Saturday market.
She didn't listen. Now she left the room for obvious reasons. I thought I almost crapped myself. Anyway, and he's out. Whew, on this almost literal shit.
You could have wished I had a plug.
Oop.
You had a plug.
I did not. I haven't taken a fucking shit today yet. Did I have it plugged this morning? Is that what you're talking about? No,
This is what I just put in there.
that's not me.
That wasn't me.
Well, it wasn't me.
Oh, sorry, baby. I know.
I didn't do shit. All right. So,
Well, geez, fine. Go over there now.
what is this? What is this, the dog parade? Huh? Come here. Arr. 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 Good boy. Good girl. Good boy. Look at this tail. Straight up feather duster.
We'll make up your mind.
Go on. Oh, don't act like... Okay, there you go. He looked like he was going to start acting like he couldn't get through. I'd call bullshit. What are you doing? Ugh.
How was it? Who's got the mirror?
See that in there? That whole room you could play in. Go get that. Go on.
In Fairmont, New Hampshire,
Set you free.
Officer Kevin Bronson and Police Captain Brent Wilmot conduct registration checks on a group of OHRVs.
How was it?
All right.
Good. Who's got the marijuana? We know it's not legal here, right? Yeah, can I have that? Thank you. Anybody
Oh,
got marijuana? And I only ask once nicely. Anybody else got marijuana? Not anything else not legal here in the state of New Hampshire? Yes, from Massachusetts? Okay. Possession of marijuana is a violation of both crimes. It's a pay-by-mail ticket, so nobody ends up getting arrested over anything, but it's illegal. Nothing else other than weed? No, nothing hard? No. And you got the old badge for this. Have a seat on the wheel and relax. Appreciate it. We're gonna be giving a ticket for being unregistered and the possession of marijuana. They have no hard feelings between any of us. Activity and you gotta identify your local.
Oh.
He's okay.
Is that
That noise you just made make him pop his head up.
It's no longer a crime, then it's okay? It's $124 fine. Right there. Just send me-
Started doing the older version.
Okay? You gotta be there, okay?
Whew.
$24. You're the one who said it's the my last, some of these exhausts got quite large.
Oh my god.
You know which one's yours? Try to
What?
put them in that drive, right? 'Cause that's what's gonna trail slows down. Oh, Nick, you're going 10 miles an hour. Okay? Appreciate it, fellas. Today's a great day for Captain Wilma and I to be out working the OHRV laws.
Oh god, Alf.
A lot of people enjoying the resource, and the vast majority of people that are riding today were very cooperative, riding with the
Whew.
speed limit and the, so I think it's great that people.
Now.
Karma and the game department is out there enforcing those laws. Okay? Yep.
We're gonna make this one fast.
But
Okay.
you see what I mean about how far down she does?
Yeah. Look at this, guys. She has been so busy. We're not going to try to touch her at all. This is why I wanted to get the greenery out. It's because she's trying to dig herself a den, which is very unlike her. Hell, she didn't even do that the last time she molt. But there's something different about this time. By the way, thank you, Darius. We definitely appreciate it. Came out of the blue. We're not going to put the camera too close. And she has been digging I don't want to call it a trench, but that's kind of what it's looking like. Where she is likely going to flip over and molt. We're going to keep that camera on her overnight. Look at this. All that dirt mound up. You're okay.
boulders. I'm approaching the 2-mile marker on the trail.
Don't be crawling up there. Just stay in your little domicile, child.
And closer to my terminal.
Where are you going? Hey, Acid! She is definitely stressed out. We're just going to go and put her away. This right here is our Lasiodora parabana. She is very much pre-molt. She is acting up in a manner that is not normal for her. Even the last time she chose to molt, well, I wouldn't say chose, even the last time she molt, she didn't dig herself some massive trench. She didn't. She barely put a groove in the ground. She put a molt mat over the top of it, and she squeezed herself out of her old exoskeleton. This time, something's got her on edge. Now, I've stopped trying to pet her abdomen like I used to do. Excuse me, like I used to. And I've tried giving her just a little bit more space. But she is getting more and more distressed. And I think that's because she is wildly uncomfortable, literally in her skin. You see, what happens with tarantulas is that the closer they get to their molt day, the more uncomfortable the situation tends to be, because their new molt forms and a layer of mucus tends to form between that layer and the old layer. So there's quite a bit of pressure occurring. And I can't imagine having an entire sleeve of your skin just sitting there feels good to begin with. Ugh, nasty. You went to a concert tonight. What concert? Alf, you'd like them? Emil and the Sniffers? And the Sniffers. So, where'd you guys all meet? I met all these Sniffers on the subway. It was crazy business.
Challenge to see where you're going. Your headlamp can't shine directly at you a lot of times when you're carrying. So sometimes we rely on each other and the first person on the foot of the litter to let us know if there's a large drop or there's some large obstacle ahead.
There we go.
We might have to encounter on the way down. The patient as quickly as we can, but also as safely as we can. We've already had a few incidents where people have slipped while they were carrying the litter. So right now, we're trying to find that balance of how fast we can move and not let anything else get hurt. Lots of these trails have drainages that we have to cross. Some of them have wooden structured bridges. When we encounter a bridge,
Nah, I meant what I said.
down on the wood of the bridge,
Terrible.
and slide the litter across because there's no room inside to take care of the litter across.
Thus far, my wrist has been doing pretty good. We're back to the point where I've had no popping, and I can extend my thumb now with barely any pain. Let's see what happens. Tomorrow's push-up day, and then it was curls, and then the pain came back. I really hope it's not related to curls, because 50 pounds was my dream weight when it came to lifting. All right.
Straightforward carry out of an injured hiker tonight.
Retouch? What the fuck? I have no idea what retouch was or is. So this is our Asian forest scorpion. She is definitely a chunky gal. critter loves to live under flat surfaces. However, you want to give them enough dirt to dig into because every now and then they will get the hankering to do so. They will want to dig. It is what comes naturally to this species. This little child has dug herself into the soil multiple times and has stayed there for several days. Then she came back out and acted like nothing happened. So, welcome to pet ownership. Nothing is at all as it seems. What on earth? Alright. Doop. Here we go. And this is one of the coolest aspects of owning this critter. My frequent flyers know what this is. It is probably one of the most unique genetic traits of scorpions in general. And I do mean scorpions. Just, it doesn't matter what genre, they all glow under black light via biofluorescence and not bioluminescence. You see, biofluorescence, it takes the existence of UV light against a certain chemical to cause a reaction that fluoresces. Bioluminescence is where an animal has the ability to light up on its own. Look at that! You scared somebody off, Alf! They just straight up left!
Fishermen through a different need. Anybody who may be out fishing without a license is probably expecting to have one
Oh my God.
contact them from the road. And so today, I just want to switch things up a little bit, check them from a boat, and see
What did Alf do today? He traumatized so many people in the live. And also what seems to be a couple of homeless people. There we go. And I think I'm out, guys. All right, you have a good night, Alf.
Nice. So you got a couple largemouths? Well, one better than none. What's that? How old are you? Okay. Any particular reason why, bud? Okay. Well, you know, I'm guessing it's the state of California, but here you gotta have a license, okay? Do you have some idea?
All right.
All right, let's take a walk. Hi there.
Now, I think I promised
Doesn't have a fishing license.
some poems tonight, but Alf just left. So we might just do the flower mantis one instead. Come on.
Very good. Well, tell you what, walk on back to the boat with me and try to get a little more information from you. Yeah, it's just a ticket for fishing without a license. So, I'm gonna give you plenty of time to take care of it. Nothing you have to come to court for or anything like that. There's no point against your driving license or anything else like that, okay? You know, where you're gonna be here for another, month too. There's all kinds of folks around that, can tell your license. You definitely look at me like you know what you're doing. I was watching your cat. You're a fisherman, so no reason to quit fishing. You just gotta have to get a license to do it, bud. All your information is there. The standard constitution of the license at my time is $3. Because you've been, forthright with me today, it didn't tell me anything I didn't already say. This is gonna count as your fishing license today, okay? If I see you fishing again today, we'll wave. And tomorrow, if I see you, I'll look for that fresh printed license.
All right.
You're all set.
Ooh.
Hello? Hang on.
Oh, bitch. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Hey, somebody might want to go and get the gals back if they're not still here because I'm about to go.
Just got a call about some stranded canoers just up the river from where we are. Sounds like they capsized in moving water. Glenn Lucas is on his way, so I'm gonna get back, load my boat, get up there, and see if I can be of assistance. As often happens, I've got limited information right now. I know that I have 3 paddlers stranded on the opposite side of the river from where they want to be. It sounds like likely their boat has floated away or is otherwise incapacitated. So I'm just trying to get on scene and then get some updated information.
All right. This one's a long one. This one was one that I concocted on a Monday, so my brain was not wanting to brain. So if it does not sound as good as others that you've heard here,
Oh,
I apologize.
who hasn't seen somebody?
Close proximity to some of our cities. So,
Oh no! Honey, do you want to be on camera?
No, but you could still
this is all
put it over him.
activity that's happening down
All right, here we go.
in the area due to the private land. None of these riders have landowner permission. They shouldn't be riding out here.
Get baby.
Well, this is really good. You know, I was expecting to come down here and maybe come across a couple four-wheelers. Definitely didn't expect a full-size pickup truck.
He's adorable.
Gas can.
He is out like light.
All right, so you guys, first I'm gonna have to go and get the subject matter up on the screen since
They
YouTube.
did not kill Izzy.
On top of that, the places in
Really, Al?
It either be a stolen vehicle or that the individuals try not to get caught.
What is he talking about?
Grey's Anatomy.
Always hopefully try to get Ben to be able to run that.
Get away from the door. Oliver, away from the door.
I quit watching it not long, I think it was, before Derek died.
We're in a little bit of a wetland here.
Or around that time.
The trucks coming through here digging down because they are really causing disturbance to the soil. Not only to the soil, but it runs down off into the streams and creates havoc for the land.
I was so mad when they killed off Mark and Lexi.
They're ruining the land for the landowner. This is a lot of reasons why.
Come on.
Trails get cut off and they're so what I can do is I got the VIN off the front. I can run the VIN and be able to hopefully come up with an owner on it and kind of figure out what's going on
Excuse
there.
me?
Good Lord.
You better watch it, Alf.
What's going on?
He's ginger. He has no soul.
We could be looking at
About
a restitution
well,
fine for
munchkin.
damaging the wetland.
You better be careful. She is very protective of her animals.
Otherwise, we'll have another situation on our hands. Hopefully, dispatch will be able to run that VIN number and they'll see if it's stolen.
Don't fucking tell me it's not responding, you dumb.
I haven't watched it, but I watched enough clips that I know what's happening. True, they did. That was kind of bullshit. Alf. They should have just sent him off to a different hospital or something and give him a chance to come back in the future. Other than with the, well, she's
Oh
in
my
COVID
God.
This is a weird one, that's for sure.
Yeah, they killed
I'm
George.
so fucking mad.
He was going to join the army and he ended up
Okay.
waiting for the bus stop. Pushed a girl out of the way and he got,
Vehicle hasn't been
Yeah.
registered since 2016. It's not coming up as stolen. So next thing for me is probably go over to the house and see if I can touch base with the registered owner. The mystery Ethan, that's for sure.
I'm glad I met you here. We'll get you free medicine on tonight.
Back in Arrow, Conservation Officer Matt Holmes responds to a call from Sergeant.
Why did I click that?
with stranded paddlers who capsized.
Remember when I used to watch Grey's Anatomy, hon?
Briefly.
Yeah, you used to get to the house and oh, she's watching Grey's Anatomy because you'd walk in and I'd be crying.
I think I asked her, why do you do this to yourself?
So they got vehicles up at the camp road? Okay. So the canoe's capsized, but still upright. So I figured we'd finish the rescue part of it and then go up
Fun.
to the canoe out of the river.
What?
He scratched his ear. His leg is still in the scratching position. But he's still scratching.
Capsized individuals being left out to the safe.
All right.
Since we're here, we'll clear the canoe back. It's an under canoe, and we don't want to receive additional calls by the paddlers.
What is-
Somebody's lost out there, so, it makes good sense for us to help out beyond the initial search for a number of reasons.
Sons of Anarchy was pretty good.
Shines on try to apply efforts to make humans die. Going tonight attempts to hide. Efforts to remind mankind of their design. So who knows? Though you
And then the Aero Fire Department came and, all right.
few changes grew dude.
Right now, the husband of one of the persons involved is back at the scene of the
Learn to
initial
shout
capsize,
out.
trying to get the canoe. We're waiting on him to arrive. Sounds like we're probably gonna hang tight for a minute just to make sure that both canoes come down.
Okay. This is not quite the sight I thought we might have here tonight, but it's all right. We can shed light on this delight. These guys are shy and seldom try to apply efforts to make humans die. Though when denied attempts to hide away from humans outside, they will provide efforts to remind mankind that they're designed with self-preservation in mind and aren't often inclined to find domestication as a fine life to get behind. Those who show with enough care bestowed, including room to grow, these critters can go be captive. These critters can go be captive. So who knows? Though you might not want to pursue owning a maned wolf or two, lest you too have funds to do what you must to imbue changes that brew due to your new critter construed is worth having in view. Kidney or bladder stones alone are shown to often be grown in maned wolves owned. So you'd have to atone for costs that are prone to make one moan. Do you have acres to tread where these wolves can have lives led that with little dread as they're fed a spread that might cause one dread? They look... The fuck? They look chill, but I literally could not fucking read my own handwriting. Where is that? They look, and I got stuck right there on that word. That word is apparently chill. They look chill, but still might fulfill an urge to kill with skills drilled into their thoughts because they're still following their will to eat and thus forage for plants or hunt for meat in the South American heat. They typically aim for small game and seldom claim larger prey or attempt to maim beyond what they came to leave lame. They're not the sort to hunt for sport, so there's no need to distort, choose to import reasons to thwart their hunts or, as reports seldom resort, in wild tales where maned wolves prevailed in trying to assail some frail dale or gale. There you go. Oh, whoa, I almost forgot. One last tidbit of information to submit. The smell they emit hits like some shit you have lit. These critters have gained notoriety that is as insane as it entertains. For having a smell one might ascertain could be Mary Jane. So if it pees close to where you might be, you may see rumors that you use THC openly. God damn it! I wrote the shit, I can't read the shit. God! Ah! Fucking find time to quit drinking alcohol. Trying to make yourself out to be a poet. Water will have to do. Indeed it does, Alf, which is one of the reasons why you probably don't want to own one. The other reason being, you need to have a huge acreage of land. You're welcome. It's like a fucking airborne scratch and sniff in here. Alf's favorite scent, ass cheeks. Now I've got to find plate to last some pests. Oh, okay, here we go. Weird.
How's it going? Rob McDermott. What happened to it? We found it out in the woods. It's not. It's in Hartford, but it's still registered, I guess, to you. Or it's running there then. Yeah, I'll follow up over there and figure out who owns it at this point. Oh, it's still in good condition. It's in some mud.
Hello.
It's still good.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's actually the tires out.
Somebody wanted the flower mantis.
Many times during these investigations, you find out these vehicles have shifted owners. It does become a little bit of a hassle, it becomes a deterrent, but you just gotta keep pushing through and eventually you'll find the owner. All right, thank you, sir.
The flower mantis was designed to be dismissed as a flower one wouldn't miss. Though many can't resist this, flower out to use its camouflage power to devour critters that might sour the mood of a damsel or dude out to grow food who view insects as rude when they've screwed with veggies they grew. Though these mantis don't grow in the wild here, I know where one can go to see them bestow woe on invertebrate foes. You can find all kinds online, but one must be inclined to wait in line at an airport to see any sign of this critter in the wild, while you can reconcile with your need to smile at this mild critter in a style profiled as wild. I'll simply buy one if I need to rectify some need to spy one of these guys. This critter's flare is aired in Southeast Asia where temps don't generally impair their floral affairs. They can also be found around African grounds where insects are bound to be around. When they affect insects they detect, they elect to vivisect, eating prey I suspect, hate said aspect of getting wrecked. And doom looms over males who presume they should groom females who consume suitors, I assume, to sustain the impending baby boom. It's a hard life for male insectivores who look to score some love before they're no more, because love in store leads to death and gore. I have no idea what critter glitter is.
It's a high likelihood that's where it came from. Could have been one of the employees just taking out the vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and instead of calling them, I'm just going to head straight there.
Boom.
Here's what the story is behind us.
Fucking.
Now headed over to the auto group that was last reported to own the vehicle. It sounds like they were probably the last owner of it, seeing that they're only about a mile from where it was parked in the woods, buried down.
Oh my god.
We're gonna take it over there and hopefully find out who
The fuck I do. Alright, Alf. Let's be honest here. Ain't none of the shit you're talking about ever gonna leave this shit right here. It's never gonna make it that close to Portland. And if I ever get some weirdo on my front porch knocking on my door saying, "Can we do what Alf suggested in the what is that? In the chat?" I swear to fucking God, bro, you will be muted for a whole ass week. A whole ass week.
Well, I mean, it's dumped out in the woods, not too far from here, so. Yeah.
Yes, this is the actual mantis that inspired that AI rose mantis that they came out with. Holy shit. I need to get more water. Drink water until I feel drunk. I don't know.
Okay. Do you mind if I take some photos of that? No, you won't. You give it all? Yeah, it'd be great. After making contact with it looks like it was sold only 10 days ago. So I'm gonna be looking into who the buyer was. And right off the bat, there's some red flags being thrown up. On top of that, he did warn me about this individual. This subject was a little bit iffy and something was off about him. Yeah, have a good one. The plot's thickening even more. It's just not adding up. Things aren't adding up. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. So I'm going to have to run this guy through dispatch, see what he comes up with. Alright, 52, how's it going? Good. Can I run a New Hampshire driver license for you? Go right ahead. The NA. Perfect. Can you do a 23 check on him? Looks like there's a restraining order against him out of Maine. Okay, that's interesting. Looks like he's been run several times. You've got the person in Nashville, all of that contact with the last few weeks. Okay, yeah, something's going on with this guy, Jack official. Alright, thank you. You're welcome. Bye. I don't know what's in this game. Running his background, he's been looked up by 4 different PDs in the past 2 weeks, which is probably a telltale sign that he's doing something fishy. You kind of try to guess where these cases go, but ultimately you have no idea. They take turns left and right, so we have the guy's address. I can touch base with him, kind of figure out what's going on there. So today is one of the hottest days of the summer. It's kind of like one of those dog days of summer that are just so hot. I'm comfortable that down this way, I'll try to be fairly quiet. Alright, just gonna know if you're trying to cross the road.
In Hooks, New Hampshire, Conservation Officer Levi Fright patrols the Merrimack River.
There's 2 cars parked out here. Folks do like to swim here, but they also like to feed ducks here. They might also be fishing, so there's 2 of them here.
Alright. Now, we're going to reread this one, and then the other one, and then we will do the V-ups, take care of the remaining tarantulas, do another set of V-ups, roaches, and then we'll go to bed.
This woman is going through an absolutely heartbreaking situation in which her daughter recently passed.
Alright. The flower mantis was designed to be dismissed as a flower one wouldn't miss. Though many can't resist this flower out to use its camouflage power to devour critters that might sour the mood of a damsel or dude out to grow food with who view insects as rude when they've screwed with veggies they grew. Though these mantis don't grow in the wild here, I know where one can go to see them bestow woe on invertebrate foes. You can find all kinds online, but one must be inclined to wait in line at an airport to see any sign of this critter in the wild, while you can reconcile with your need to smile at this mild critter in a style profile that's wild. I'll Simply buy one if I need to rectify some need to spy one of these guys. This critter's flair is aired in Southeast Asia where temps don't generally impair their floral affair. They can also be found around African grounds where insects are bound to be around. When they affect insects they detect, they elect to vivisect. Eating prey, I suspect, hate said aspect of getting wrecked. And doom looms over males who presume they should groom females who consume suitors, I assume, to sustain the impending baby boom. It's a hard life for male insectivores who look to score some love before they're no more, because the love in store leads to death and gore. Now, let's go back to these stinky dogs.
It's important for me to have backup in a situation like this. In this case, I'm going to have Levi just in case anything does happen.
That's fun.
Need to discuss the owner of an abandoned vehicle.
Alright, so I just wanted down after this coyote day, really. And so he did buy it. He bought it.
This is not quite the sight I thought we might have here tonight, but it's all right. We can shed light on this delight. These guys are shy and seldom try to apply efforts to make humans die, though when denied attempts to hide away from humans outside, they will provide efforts to remind mankind that they're designed with self-preservation in mind and aren't often inclined to find domestication as a fine life to get behind. Those who show, with enough care bestowed, including room to grow, these critters can go be captive, so who knows? Though you might not want to pursue owning a maned wolf or two, lest you too have funds to do what you must to imbue changes that brew due to your new critters construed as worth having in view. Kidney or bladder stones alone are shown to often be grown in maned wolves owned, so you'd have to atone for costs that are prone to make one moan. I'm still fucking up. I'm like a broken record skipping. Do you have acres to tread where these wolves can have lives led with little dread as they're fed a spread? Oh wait, I used dread twice?
Sorry.
Dread. They look chill, but still might fulfill an urge to kill with skills drilled into their thoughts because they're still following their will to eat, and thus must forage for plants or hunt for meat in South American heat. They typically aim for small game and seldom claim larger prey or attempts to maim because beyond what they came to leave lame. They're not the sort to hunt for sport, so there's no need to distort truths to import reasons to thwart their hunts, as reports seldom resort in wild tales where Maine wolves prevail, trying to assail some frail dale or gale. What the fuck? I never did. Dude, Alf, you really need to stop rounding up these homeless individuals. Not only are they telling you tall tales about me, but they're not even tall tales involving me. There's some poor schmuck out there that told you he did this shit and you just assumed it was me. That's what happens when you take too many shrooms, my dude. One last tidbit of information to submit. The smell they emit hits like some shit you have lit. These critters have gained notoriety that's as insane as it entertains, for having a smell one might ascertain could be Mary Jane. So if it pees close to where you may be, you may see rumors you use THC openly. There you go. All right. If I'm going to put anything in my coffee cup. Oliver! I will take you out when I'm done. Get away from the door. He's trying to set the times that I go and do things. He is the dog. I am the person. Oliver, do you want a little bit of attention? Huh? Where are you going? Where are you going? Huh? Yes, itchy puppy.
See, he's okay.
There you go. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oliver's shedding.
No shit, Sherlock. That's part of the reason he needs grooming. A good bath.
Oliver, get away from that door. You just got in trouble for that shit. I think I just freed an ant that was trapped in his golden locks.
Oh, baby.
All right.
Come here, come here. What, Oliver? You want more attention? Do you want to get attention, Duchess? From
Duchess, you want attention too? Come here, my baby. Puppy. Not a problem. I'm glad you were here for it. Okay. Now, we gotta do these guys fairly quickly because we're running out of time. And that is how the main wolf operates. Okay. The main wolf will not kill for sport. They kill for self-preservation. And they rarely lash out at humans unless they are ultimately provoked. Which, based on the way humans tend to treat animals, is something that probably happens quite a bit. Oh, fuck, no, dude. Botfly poem? Whoo! Are you prepared for this nightmare? Aired to cause despair in those who weren't aware of this creature that dares... I'm gonna have to think of more. But I had a good one going right there. All right, so this right here, this tarantula that is kind of blurry, that is a Harpyctera pulchrites. Harpyctera pulchrites are an arid species, ground-dwelling or terrestrial tarantula that typically can be found in Africa. However, like many species, we have managed to find a way to raise them in captivity to such an extent that some people have managed to get pairs to breed, which is a good sign that they are actually relatively content. I don't know if you'd call it happy, but they are relatively content. Because, if you guys don't know, tarantulas, well, they will straight up just not eat if they're not happy. They'll also not eat if they are full grown. So, don't kick yourself if your full grown male or female has not taken a bit of food in a while. This right here is one of our male Lacioceano Sazamai tarantulas, or Brazilian blue violet tarantulas, as some of you might know them by. They are tropical terrestrial tarantulas, which means they like it humid and they like it warm. Of course, most species of tarantulas like it warm. There is one that can survive in some of the coldest environments or climates, and it is the only one that professionals might fear could potentially take over if released in Oregon. But it's just one. The rest of them pose little to no threat because once winter comes, they're dead. They cannot survive outside. Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. It's a straight up freaking little piece of horror right there. Whew. I think we're only going to have time to take care of the roaches. Tomorrow we'll have to cull the rest of them. Not the rest, but those we can get our hands on. The orange-head roaches took a turn for the worst, and we just started culling them recently. All right, Lotus, have a good night. So this is our other Lacioceano Sazamai. His cage is looking relatively humid still. We don't want to overdo it. So we're probably just going to slap the lid back on. But he is looking pretty chunky for a male. He has been eating every weekend. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more time with him. Okay. This cage belongs to our white knee tarantula. Her water dish needs to be cleaned out again. Good night, Al. Tis getting late, folks. I understand if you can't stay on. You time them out? Oh my god. So this gal is supposedly tropical terrestrial. However, as you saw when we started getting into it, her cage was relatively dry. That's because this little individual right here likes to take a page out of the desert dwellers, out of the arid species. Now, she can start off humid, but for the most part, she likes to evolve into arid as the day progresses, which is why we kind of give her that glaze over with the water. We don't necessarily soak it too much. And that way, she gets the best of both worlds. I don't know why she's so picky, but she is so picky, and we will let her be pickled. We will let my tarantula be pickled. No, we will let her be picky so long as she's happy. That's kind of what I care about. She might be gearing up for a molt. She hasn't eaten in a while. However, it kind of makes me feel uneasy due to the fact that her abdomen is not nearly as large as most tarantulas' abdomens are as ours. Can you tell the caffeine's wearing off? I think I can tell the caffeine's wearing off. It's not a pretty sight. No, not at all. But anyway, her abdomen is not nearly as fat as I would like it to be. Of course, you guys know how fat I like the tarantula abdomens to be. You've seen little bitch. She has got the boota, okay? She has got the ultimate spider booty, all right? That's how I know that she is well fed. Pickled, stumbling tonight. I'm so tired. Freaking, we were supposed to, or I was supposed to, come home, hop on the live stream, take the dogs for a walk, but I fucking straight up ran out of time. Oh my god, Oliver! Does it look like I'm done? Don't give me the puppy dog eyes. I need to take you out after I'm done with the rest of the animals. Go. Over there. Lay down. Go lay down. I will get to you shortly. Lay down. Lay down. Lay the fuck down. Lay down. Sit. Lay down. Lay down.
Yeah. I just did something.
What?
Lots of duct tape.
Oh, our bed's ghetto now.
Only once.
What? Duchess! Go. You kids will go out when I want you to go out. You will not harass me until that point. Oh my god. It's like dealing with...
I don't want him using the bathroom in there either.
Well, I wasn't too worried about that. The kitty litter box is right there. And he had been going to the kitty litter box pretty much all night.
And
I know, because for some reason that's the sound that sets my fucking clockwork all askew, and I wake up to
Remember when he did that the first night?
and then hearing you go, Duchess, leave him alone while he's peeing.
She's over there with her head literally over him. Once he gets a little bit bigger.
Oh, look who's learning from Daddy's boxing, huh? You dodging blows now, huh? Huh? You little punk.
Once he gets bigger, a little
Go on.
about a month out or so,
Go on.
I want to get either a new litter box or a lid for that one.
Did you guys see that? She totally dodged that shit. Or at least one part of it. Alright. Exercise, roaches. Then take the dogs out after I close it down for the night.
And then,
What?
what is the bowl right there on the corner for?
It was the dog food bowl.
Jeez, honey, give me crap for it.
That's because you don't put it back 90% of the
I
time.
do now.
Oh, you know?
Right back at you.
Alright. No. Stay over there. Because as soon as you start walking back toward that area, you're going to go straight to the fucking door. Good boy. Oh, did it wrong. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Whew. What do you want? Yo. What do you want? Huh? You want all that attention? You want all that attention? It's a good boy, Oliver. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. There you go. All right.
Hey, hi.
What?
You have the 4th of July off.
I do? Huh.
That's good and bad.
Why?
Well, it's good because you don't have to work on that day. It's bad because if you did, you'd get time and a half.
This is true.
But we could stay up late that night either way.
So these are orange head roaches. They are being culled. There used to be tons of females in here. We started getting rid of them due to the excess amount of juveniles that were constantly, coming out of the woodwork. So now we are feeding those that are here, and we are culling them off little bit by little bit. By the end of our efforts, there will probably be no orange head roaches left. They were just reproducing too quickly, which kind of pisses me off because when we first got them, guess what? We were told that they could not reproduce in temperatures
Hey, we
below.
only had a small thing full.
Yeah. Now we have thousands of babies in the soil. Do not use orange head roaches unless you have yourself an African cane toad or some other organism that will eat large quantities of said bullshit. Okay? Our tarantulas were not too keen on eating these guys, which is again how we wound up with so many. Let's see if they let shit get out of hand again. Well, there is a little bit of mold, but not enough to be considered out of hand. All right, Durs, get some sleep, man. You actually have me worried. Because you've told me what you've been dealing with. Of all the people out there who deserve sleep, you are like top of the list. There are several politicians out there who are on the bottom. Of course, you're not a politician yet. All it takes is enough votes to get you into office, buddy. Now with these guys, we tend to go and give them a little bit of food on the very top of the log here. We don't want too much of it falling into the dirt because we only have like 3 isopods in there to keep things clean and clear. So there's one of them right there. Hey, buddy. Now the males have wings and the females do not. The males tend to have narrower bodies. Well, the females tend to be whiter, and the juveniles, that is an old molt, are gray. These tend to have more nutrients than your standard crickets. So if you're going to be raising something to feed to tarantulas or bearded dragons or toads or frogs, dubias are where it's at. They also have a harder time climbing up smooth surfaces and climbing on you. So they make for excellent feeders because the likelihood of them escaping is minimal. All right. Whew. We're going to try for one last little set. One last little set. Then we'll call it a night, take the dogs out. Well, I know you're here, Mimi. You're always here for the group chat. Thank you for that. And my wife is always here too. But she doesn't have a choice in the matter. She's always listening. Alright, here we go. Now, what are the main focus? No. Duchess, no. No. If you guys want to go outside sooner, you have got to not. Go. Go on. Duchess, listen. Go on! You will have all the time for snuggles when we go to bed. Alright. So one of the main focus that you want to have when doing these is to make sure that your legs are lifted off the ground, even if by a few inches. Of course, I think you're supposed to have it by a few inches. While you are raising the top half of your body up and shimmying from side to side. It's a good core workout, but it took a while for me to get here. So, legs up, core up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh. Oh. All right. At some point I need to rewrite that maned wolf one. That does not suit well with me. Using the same words over and over in a poem. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.